Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now we see Brian yet to pop up. Still down following that play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
On first down, Fields.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
22 yards there, a first down.
A give. This is Montgomery. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Fields now to throw.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Cohen.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, This defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. After the interception, here's Goff. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. There he goes, right side. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond, 95 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Play action. It's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now it's Fields. He's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aleem McNeil brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Man open is Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Fields. It's Williams on the catch.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
On 1st down, it's Montgomery. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he's brought down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Montgomery is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Goff now looking to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
On 2nd and inches, Fields. Robinson's got it. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. To throw is Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Again, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Fields. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Out of the gun, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Goff on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit.
Khalif Raymond.
77 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
Seibert on for the PAT.
It's good, and it's 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Fields on 1st down.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Fields going to get this to Montgomery.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
That's caught by Montgomery. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They snap it to Fields. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Fields. Flush to his right. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. From the gun, Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Out of the gun, Goff. He sets to fire deep. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On
1st and 10. Goff. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Benson. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the move to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Flushed out right.
Throw caught by Raymond.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Khalif Raymond.
His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Running for it, Montgomery. They find some open field here. And this will be a Bears first down as they get this up to about the 42. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On first down, it's Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. It's a gain of 34.
Let's face it, the focus is going to be, at the end of this play, on the big-time gain, right? He lined up on the left and worked his way all the way to the right before the perfect pass found him. But how about the offensive line and the protection to give him enough time to work his way all the way across the field?
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That one good for 10 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Go, 180. Let's go, Ty. Go, 12. Let's go. Check 45 to Mike. Check.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff dancing to his left. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Hey, check Mike 45.
Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Fields. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Steps. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Lions have recovered. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
It's a gain of 35.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Here goes the line. 180. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Goff now looks to throw. Forced out to his, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Montgomery on the counter. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now it's Swift.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. the defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
To the air again, Fields. That is caught. It's Williams. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down now. It's Montgomery. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here we go. Shift. He's coming.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. 4 now. Super. He don't want it. Go.
Now gone.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Goff a handoff here to Swift.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
93 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. He's at the 40, the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Goff going to throw it.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to...
Carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.